Teddy.
What's up, man? My apologies, bro.
Yes, Teddy. Can you see me?
My apologies. I know I know you got way more money than me. You got way more clout, my nigga. You a movie star and shit. You got stunt doubles. They don't got a nigga to match my body to jump out no planes. And I'm late.
So why weren't you late? First of all, Teddy, this is my homeboy Lee. He'll be helping out. He won't be on the main podcast, but he like research department.
What's happening, my man?
What's up with it, bro? I just had a mix up of times, and then my ass just looked around, and I was like, "It's 11, and I'm late." But I do the fuck with you today, Just. You know, it's nothing but love and respect, bro.
Hey man, well I appreciate that because a lot of niggas be leaving me on red, and I'm like, I know you. Like I know you from open mic days, and you leave.
You know why too, Just? You follow 0 people, so niggas take that as like a sign of, well, do we fuck with me? I don't really care who you follow, nigga. But I just hope niggas is doing well. That's all. That's my only prayer.
You want to know why I follow 0 people?
It's way less stressful.
No, not just that. I was seeing the disrespect before I unfollowed everybody.
Wow.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? It was too many people that I was too closely associated with that wasn't fucking with me. That I felt like wasn't fucking with me. But when I see them in person, oh, what up, Jay? What up, Jay? You doing it, Jay? Oh, you on TV, you getting it in, Jay? But if I would reach out to them, you see what I'm saying? Or if I was doing something, they go ghost. You know what I'm saying? Curve me.
That's how they do. They did T-Pain like that.
You know. But I ain't T-Pain.
He said I gave a hook to everybody, and when I needed something in return, I couldn't get no call back.
I feel him. You know what I'm saying? I just need T-Pain money before niggas start treating me like T-Pain, though. See,
Hey, bro, you got Justin Hires money. Let's talk about that.
I'm doing okay. You know, we done came a long way, both of us. But first of all, I want you to know I appreciate you for hopping on, bro. I appreciate you for hitting me back because we don't follow each other. But people be acting like they don't see the unread messages. I'm like, cut the shit. You see the unread messages on Instagram. I'm a celebrity too. I'm like, I'm verified. Man, you see the unread messages.
At most, it take me about a couple days to shift through bullshit,
but you check it.
Yeah,
exactly. So when people do that, I see it. I'm glad it started off this way because I'm sure a lot of people be wondering why I don't follow nobody. I'm gonna tell you the other reason why I don't follow anybody. Super focused. I'm in a point right now where I have to be super focused. So even if you watch the Olympics and you see track stars racing each other, when you're behind and you start looking around, you're gonna lose the race. Point blank, period. I don't have time to be looking at what everybody else is doing. I'm trying to be super focused. However, the difference between me and the rest of these fuck niggas is I still support everybody's shit. If somebody hit me up, I was known for always sharing people content on my social media. Left and right, sharing shit. But when I have some shit, everybody act like they don't see it. That's cool. I share shit because I be happy for everybody. So that being said, still though, the reason why I fucking did all that is like I'm trying to be super focused. That's number one. And then yeah, I see
because these hoes is a distraction.
Huh?
These hoes is a distraction. Just you got your family life together. I had to unfollow about 60 bitches last week just to clear my mind.
You got a lady?
No. I mean, I'm working on it. I ain't shit. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. I ain't shit right now. But yeah.
Hey man, all right. So I'm gonna start it off for real. I mean, I'm keeping all this shit in the episode, but I'm gonna start it off for real, which is we got Teddy Ray, man. One of the funniest comedians out here. I remember when I first started seeing him on the open mic scene, I was like, yo, this dude's funny. You see, I want to say your credits. I want to do you right. Now that we ready.
For sure, you know for sure.
All deaf comedy. How to be broke. The movie Funny Fat Guy. I need to check that movie out. I ain't seen that one yet. But yo, he's an all deaf.
Fuck that movie. They never gave me my check.
Oh well, fuck that movie then. That's lame as shit, bro.
Man, It was
Damn.
one of them. We'll send you your check. We'll send you your check. They kept doing me like that. And I just.
Hey, man. Fuck
Anywho.
that. Hey, fuck the movie Funny Fat Guy did.
I mean, it was a low budget shit anyway. Ain't nobody seen it.
But. Hey, but we got Tedder, and I want you to know the reason why I started this platform. See, here goes to my point. Here goes to my point that I said earlier. I created this platform. Yes, of course, it helps me to grow my podcast, right? But the true reason I created this platform was to celebrate people that I feel are living legends and or making legendary moves in their career. Again, that's me. So even though I don't follow nobody, I still created a platform to shed light on people that I fuck with. Whether or not, I don't know if they fuck with me or not, but I fuck with them. I respect what they're doing, appreciate what they're doing, see what they're doing, and I want to use this platform to highlight. So Teddy, you one of those people, bro, you know, that I've been seeing that we've known for a while. You done participated in one of my videos way back in the day when we ain't had no money, you know.
Man, I think the first time I'm seeing 1 million views next to my name was off your video.
I appreciate that.
With the Rick Ross, I did the Cipher.
Yeah, man. So we did a sketch way back in the day called the Bt Hip-Hop Cipher, and it was the first one I did. I was taking a nap one day in the afternoon. I was broke and unemployed, and I was sitting on my couch in Burbank. And
ooh, this sound like a college, a city college commercial.
I know, right? And I woke up, and I think BET was on, and I woke up, and they announced like the BET Hip-Hop Awards was about to air like a week from that day or whatever. And then the shit just clicked. I was like, oh shit, what if we like spoof that shit? Because I remember they did the ciphers every year. So I hit up Teddy to play Rick Ross. And this is when I realized how funny you were, Teddy. It was actually during that sketch because I assumed you was just gonna have a bunch of overweight jokes in your bars. Like I assumed that was, but your bars was any and everything but that. Like you wrote from an entirely different perspective. That I encourage anybody to look it up. It got like 2 million views now or some shit like that on YouTube.
Yeah, you about to have me look it up. Like, what the fuck did I say?
Exactly, bro. But I just remember when I heard your bars, because everybody wrote their own verses. And I remember I said, damn, I was like, man, I was like, it was so smart. You see what I'm saying? It was so smart, and it could only be written by someone that is of a heavier size. Because if I would have wrote it, I automatically would have went for the low-hanging fruit. But when you wrote it, it came from an entirely different perspective. And I was like, damn. And that's when I realized how funny you were. I knew you was funny. That's why. And I knew you fit the body frame for what I was going for. But that's when I was like, yo, Teddy's for real, for real.
Appreciate that, man. I had a lot of fun on that shoot. Working with people like you and James Davis early in what I was doing really taught me a lot. Because y'all had the ball going. I didn't know you was broken and employed, nigga. You had moves you was making back then. And I would be like, oh, I need to get with, you know, I need to not look up to niggas, but definitely study people and study their successes. First off, highlight, you know, salute their successes, but study them, you know. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. So you and James Davis and Sydney were some of the earliest people I've seen networking with the networks and having meetings and shit like that and doing shit that was important to the career. And I would be like, fuck what these open mic niggas talking about. I'm trying to get more on this side. You feel me? So shout out to y'all for just doing what y'all doing, being stomped down, pressed down. I remember when you was on your audition and you was open micing at the same time. I don't think I ever seen a nigga work that hard.
Straight up. Because even when was that? That was 2012, I think, when we did that. So yeah, I don't think I was really doing nothing in 2000. Maybe commercials at that time. I know I might have been doing. I had like Disaster Date I did on MTV. You know, so I would always.
However, you wasn't doing nothing. To me, it looked like you was doing more than me. So I'm like, these niggas is doing more than me. That was my motto. I just got to kick it with niggas doing more than me. I'll be getting where I fit in and learn from them.
Hey, so you from LA, correct?
Yes, sir. But I also used to live, you know, we got Florida ties. I used to live in Florida for like 9 years.
Oh shit, I don't think I ever knew that. What part?
We talked about it.
I
It was
forgot.
long ago.
I was about to say I done forgot. I ain't
shit. I used to live in Sarasota.
That's crazy.
And Tampa and Brandon, them areas.
Cause I wore this for you. You know what I'm saying?
Hilarious.
I done had a bunch
of
LA
these cheeseburgers.
Exactly. My Menace to Society shirt. I done had 2 other LA people. I had Wendy Raquel Robinson on. I just did her, from the Steve Harvey show. And
hell yeah, shout out to Wendy. She used to teach all the little young Crips and Bloods how to act.
Yep, that's
back in the day.
That's what we'll talk about. And I had Now Evans on also.
Oh, that's dope. Yep, shout out to Nas, shout out to Wendy.
Yeah, bro. So how was it growing up in that time period? Because I know you younger than them. I was kind of asking them like about the gang violence and stuff like that. Cause that's something that we always saw. Were you in LA during that time, or were you in Florida during that time?
I was in LA. I got to LA 99, 2000. So anybody that knows LA about them years know LA was still pretty much the same LA that was rapped about in all the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember seeing Bloods for the first time in the park, thinking these niggas was a music group. Like, I thought these niggas sung R&B or something. Like, oh, they wear all red, they match it. No, these niggas got burners in their khakis and they'll shoot. I'm just a kid, so I'm not their target. But, just seeing shit like that, I'd be like, oh, okay. And then my first time getting banged on, it's steps that it takes to get broken into this LA mental.
What was that the first time you got banged on?
I told a nigga he looked familiar.
Oh, shit.
Because I thought I had seen him at a family reunion or something, and he just kind of flipped it back on me so cold that I was just like, I don't know no more. And I walked away.
What you mean I look familiar?
All right, cuz, get here, come here. Like, talking about I look familiar. Nigga, like, I didn't know them was fighting words to LA people. Because LA niggas do so much dirt, them ain't words you want to hear.
Damn, straight
But
up.
I didn't know that growing up. You feel me? I was just aloof. But
who did you grow up with? What was your family like? Did you have both parents, siblings, or what?
Yeah, I had siblings. But we had split up stories. So half of them is in Florida. Most of my brothers and sisters, my younger brothers and sisters in Florida. I got an older sister out here. And then my mama adopted a sister while I was out here. And then I just found out I had a new brother.
Mama adopted a sister.
She adopted, her friend died and she adopted her daughter.
Oh, gotcha. So, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Damn, I ain't know that, man. But see, that's why I wanted to have these conversations, because I wanted to give people an opportunity to get to know you. I know, like, on social media, people just see. I don't know how many podcasts. I see you on the More Than Culture. I love it. I did a podcast too.
Oh yeah, shout out to More Than Culture, man. Tyler Chronicles, Ray, motherfucking Ronnie Jordan, everybody over there. Much love.
Yeah, man. They doing their thing, man. But I know oftentimes people just see sketches and little snippets here and there and stuff like that. So get an opportunity for people to really get to know you. When did you start getting into comedy? And before you answer that, when did you?
My anniversary is tomorrow, April 24th, 2010.
Dang, that's wild.
So I remember I just told Duval, 09, I was heavy on this nigga's Twitter account, just like laughing all day. Like, just, I would go back weeks sometimes just to laugh, re-laugh in certain tweets. And his Twitter mixed with my infatuation for comedy that I always had since I was like 9 or 10. It turned from comedy being like some magic trick where I was like, Bernie Mac, I can't do that. I saw that and I was like, that's impossible. But on Twitter, it's kind of like watching somebody do the work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you in class and the teacher was like, show your work. And then, like, Twitter was kind of like a comedian showing his work almost. And Duval was kind of one of the first comics that I studied. And I was like, oh. So that's how I can actually just write a statement. It may or may not be funny, but at least I have a gauge.
Man, that's amazing, because I was just talking. I had Guy Tori on, and we were talking about how Seinfeld said he was doing this interview with Eddie Murphy on Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. And Seinfeld was like, you know, I feel like Eddie Murphy is one of the funniest comedians to ever live. And Eddie Murphy was like, Bernie Mac? And then Seinfeld was like, yeah, Bernie Mac. And Eddie Murphy was like, oh, but what about these dudes? And Eddie Murphy started naming like a bunch of like older people that he grew up watching. But I'm like, no, motherfucker, Bernie Mac. Like Bernie Mac, for me, is the funniest. That's the hardest I've ever laughed in my life is Bernie Mac's King of Comedy set. That's
we shared a story that we passed out.
You passed my nigga. Yeah. I told Guy the same story. He was looking at me like I was a little crazy. I'm like, no, bro. I literally passed out laughing, bro. And I came back too. That's how hard I was laughing.
Yeah, my mama was worried. We was watching it all in my sister's room. My mama's sitting on my sister's bed. I'm sitting on the floor. I do one of them where I'm laughing so hard I gotta lay down, stretch my body out. And then like she just said I was out for a little bit, and then I just shot back up laughing.
I did the same thing, bro. Let me tell you the scariest thing, though. I was by myself. At least your mama was around. I could have just died, and nobody would have known, bro, because I was in the bedroom by myself. That's amazing.
It would have just been the credits rolling, and then your body on the floor. What you want? What you need? What you want? What you need?
That's
Don't
amazing.
ask me why I know that
end credit song. You remember the end credit song. That's amazing. That get me to the next point, man. First of all, that's dope that you remember shit because I have a terrible memory. You know.
Me too. I smoke a lot of weed, Just.
Okay.
But shit that really means something to me, I'll never forget.
That's what's up, bro. Feel free to smoke on here too if you want to. Do you?
For sure.
Yeah. What's your?
I like how you just let me smoke in my own house.
No, right? Well, because I had Patrick Cloud on, and I'm just name dropping a bunch of niggas I had on. I had Patrick on, and Patrick, he was hesitant about smoking, and I was like, bro, you can smoke if you want to smoke. I was like, I don't give a shit. You know, he didn't know what the situation was. You good? You need to spit.
No, I'm looking for my weed now. You invited me to smoke. No, I'm looking for my weed. I can't. It's okay. I ain't tripping. Oh, it's in my hoodie.
Hilarious. What's your writing process? Because you were just talking about Twitter and everything. How you go about writing your material?
I feel like now my writing process is more conversational. Like I'll talk out what I'm feeling to somebody, and if I get certain reactions, like I got a certain person that I don't want to say run jokes by, but just I have daily conversations with this nigga, and certain things how they react based on how their reaction, I'll know, okay, that's a keeper, or I should never say that shit again, nigga. You wildin', you crazy. You know, it's just certain things you just gotta know, because I don't know, ain't nobody out here shooting 100% from the field, so
nobody. You
gotta learn off the misses, you feel me? So
do that person ever get annoyed because he feels like you're trying out material with him, or y'all so cool that he just like, man, y'all just talking?
We so cool, and I'm not the nigga that I don't set it up like that.
Right.
Like if you watch my comedy, I don't even say I have a hard time. It took me a minute to learn segues, premises, all this other shit. I came in this bitch with raw emotion, raw feeling, raw thoughts. And after a while, I could craft a set and go in and out of certain shit, you know? But
what's that room we used to do in Compton?
My room, the family room?
The family room, yeah. Yep. You still have that show?
Nah, man. I had to graduate, brother. I had to graduate. Well, really, we had graduated in a sense of like just career, because when we had that spot 2 different runs. Mm-hmm. So we had that first run for like a year and some change. Then after that, I started getting the ADD work. You know, just extra work was popping up, and I was just blessed. And then it got to a point where it was like, damn, I ain't getting up enough. I'm getting all this work, but I'm not getting up enough. I need to get my strength back. And so that's what made us bring the show back. But now, you know, I've been balanced out. I got a show that we doing at the Ha-Ha, or pre-pandemic, we was doing this show once a month at the Ha-Ha.
Mm-hmm.
And now we trying to get that back jumping.
Okay, dope. Yeah, you gonna see me around. Now that my show got canceled last week. So
last week, damn.
Maybe 2. We ran for 5 years though, so I ain't tripping.
Okay, that's that 5%, 10% bonus every year. My nigga already know that. They got back in, buddy, the kids straight.
I got more than that because I negotiated. I was like, y'all got to pay me some goddamn money. Yeah, they had to do more than that 5% bonus.
I got some shit I'm negotiating right now. I might need a lawyer connect.
Hey, well, let me know, bro. I actually helped Jasmine Lee with her negotiation for, you know, she do the People's Party to Live Kweli's.
Yeah.
And she hit me up, and I mean, she got what, you know, increase in what the fuck she needed. But but she talked to me, and I kind of let her know what to ask for and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm available, and you got my number. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Feel free to hit me up if you need to about that. But that being said, too, a lawyer, I got one too, you know, if you need somebody.
5% of what they taxing?
They get 5%.
All right, man.
Yeah, he gets 5%, but there's some lawyers that do like a one-time fee, I heard. So they got 2 different types, you know. So I mean, it's just, but the one that I deal with, he usually, if he works on your deal, then he gets 5%.
Okay.
We talk about some super industry shit. People listening,
Man, because you see, all I asked was, is it 5%? Because it's some new rookie. And I hate to down my people, but it be niggas be like, I got you like 15, you know, I look
that ain't how it
you
goes.
You a robber, sir.
But I be telling people, it's unfortunate, bro. You know, I try to work with our people, man, but I always have problem. Let me preface this. I have problem with white people too, that have represented me. However, you expect more maybe from your own people.
Yeah.
So when they don't do right by you, you like, God damn, bro.
You feel hurter, but then I be having to realize we hurt people out here anyway. So I almost instantly forgive you, but I know not to go down certain roads with you ever again. You know,
straight up. So when you first started, where was the first time you got up at when you started doing stand up?
West Side Comedy Theater, Santa Monica, California. It was a random Saturday.
In the afternoon, right? They
late afternoon, early evening.
Okay.
Sun might have been going down. I lied to my family, told them I was going to the store. I'll be right back. And I just went and changed my life right quick, forever.
Straight. How'd it go?
My first time on stage, I bombed, but it wasn't like a bomb so bad to where I didn't want to do it again. So that shit hooked me. I was hooked. Mainly, I forgot my set. I think if I'd have remembered the rest of my jokes, I probably would have did okay. But I did like a minute and a half. I didn't know how to gauge 3 minutes.
All right.
I was like, oh, that's 3, right? Okay. All right. Good night.
And anybody don't know, when you start not doing stand up, 3 minutes is a long ass time,
bruh.
It's a long time. Now, if somebody asks us to do 3 minutes, we spit in their face.
It takes 3 minutes for most nigga comics to say hello.
Right. Straight up.
Mike Epps, you see anybody that you get them, it take them 3 minutes to do the butterfly, say hello, do they shit.
You got to do his count shit. You got to do his day.
Man.
Who were some of the comedians you were hanging with at the open mic scene when you was coming up? Who was your squad?
Brandon Lewis was my road dog. That was
Hey Lee, wait a minute before you keep going. If Lee's listening, who did I text to get Teddy's phone number?
Say it again, Jay.
I said, who did I text to get Teddy's phone number?
Brandon.
I already know it. He was the first person. I said, where the fuck Teddy at? I said, let me text Brandon Lewis. He'll know. And then I was about to text Doughboy, but I think you had already hit me back. I don't think I text Doughboy. But anyway, But who else? Who else you
Ezell. I just remember me, Brandon, Ezell was at Mike's every day. I had a homie named Plug. We would be at Mike's every day. Niggas be thinking I'm lying, but I swear I saw Gerard Carmichael at least 6-7 times a week.
I was in the open mics with Gerard. Let me tell you, I remember when Gerard came onto the scene. I think I was doing a MTV show. I went away. I was doing open mics. He wasn't there. I went off to do maybe Disaster Date on MTV or some shit like that. I go to the Improv open mic one day, and everybody's like, have you seen this guy, Gerard? Have you heard Gerard? Oh, my God, Gerard's amazing. Have you seen Gerard? I'm like, who the fuck is Gerard? Like, bruh, it went from never knowing about this dude to everybody was like, oh, my God, Gerard. And then I seen him perform, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, he cool, he funny. We had a conversation. I was like, oh, I seen his stand. I was like, yeah, smart stuff. I'm not going to lie. I did not know he was going to ascend so quickly like he did.
I did.
Damn.
I knew it when I did a joke one night. We did the same show. I talked about Fantasia, and this nigga talked about political science. And I was like, oh, this nigga out of here. This nigga out of here. His mind different. I'm up here talking about Fantasia. Why she can't sing her songs because her tongue too big.
I mean, you're just speaking truth. Shit. I'm going to tell you another Gerard story. He pushed me to become a better comedian because it was the Belly Room one night, Crack 'em Up Thursdays. Shout out to Michelle Murdoch.
Shout out Michelle motherfucking Murdoch.
Man, straight up. She done put on so many comics. I'm going to have to do an episode with her. Just like if you don't know, you need to know about her.
On the real.
He went up maybe 2 people before me. And it was packed that night too. The Belly Room, a smaller room at the Comedy Store on Sunset. It hold about 50 people or some shit like that. Maybe a little, I don't know, more or less.
Right.
He killed. He had a Simpson joke. O.J. Simpson. Mind you, this ain't 1995 he doing the O.J. Simpson joke. This is like fucking 2013 or some shit. He doing the O.J. Simpson joke. Destroys. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, Justin, you have to now step your game up. I was gonna go up there bullshitting that night. But I'm like, I had to prove to myself because I saw myself as one of the young up and coming comedians.
Right.
So I'm like, I have to now fucking prove myself that I'm up and I gotta be like, y'all gotta look at me too now, goddammit. So he pushed me to be a better comedian after seeing him that night. When he
for sure pushed me to be a better comedian, and he pushed me to really focus on comedy. I think Gerard started popping in a time where also the social media started popping. And people was trying to tell me this is what success is. And I was like, no, I didn't see my bro do it accurately, nigga, with accuracy, nigga, on a level to where I can't even explain. So don't tell me I got to sit up and I have to be the Vine, nigga. No, I don't have to do that, nigga.
Woo. What you just said is bars. I talk about all the time about how when we were coming up, there was a stand-up comedian versus online comedian battle going on in the streets. And I was the same way. I was like, I want to be known as a stand-up comedian. And I stopped. So I had got on Vine because everybody's like, get on Vine. I was like, all right, motherfucker, let me get on Vine. Because I remember I was doing YouTube. You met me, I was doing YouTube. I was on YouTube early. I went viral early. I stopped doing it because I didn't want to be known as a YouTube comedian. So that's why I got off of YouTube. And really, when I met you, I was making my comeback to online stuff. So I had already went viral before. I had did like a Chris Brown, Rihanna sketch that took off and did millions of views. So I was already kind of building that, but I didn't want to be known as a YouTube comedian. I stopped doing it. Spoken Reasons booked a movie called The Heat off of his YouTube success. And I was like, man, fuck that. I need to get my ass back on YouTube. So I got back on YouTube. Maybe like that third video. So it's that Bt Cipher one we did. That took off. So I'm like, this shit is easy for me. That's what I was like, I'm good with the sketches. I get on Vine. I got off YouTube again, or so I wasn't doing as much. Got on Vine because everybody said get on Vine. I was on the road with Afion Crockett somebody recognized me at Foot Locker from Vine. Man, I got pissed inside. I said, man, I fucking moved to LA to become a fucking TV and movie star. I ain't fucking moved to LA to be a Vine star. I was like, I could do Vine anywhere, you know? So I was like, that ain't why I moved to LA. So I got on Vine. I was like, goddamn. But then I started now, fast forward.
You the only nigga I know get love in the street and you get pissed off by it.
No, goddamn.
Where you recognize me from? Fuck. It's not how I wanted it.
Exactly. But on some ego or ignorance, I would definitely say ignorance over ego, but ego too. Why I got upset, because I was like, I didn't know this is where shit was gonna go online.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I didn't know it was gonna go, because I came up in the world of, you do commercials, then you do TV, then you become a movie star, and you jumpstart all that from doing stand up. You know, that was my thinking. Then Kevin Hart kind of came in and showed you could do anything. The Rock came into play, even showed you could do anything. You know, you could host, you could have a sitcom, a half hour. So I don't know. So anyways, what made you start then, I would say, start getting on social media? When did you say, all right, let me start fucking with All Def, or let me start posting content and build my online presence?
Shit, last year, nigga.
Damn, last year, really?
For myself, because I didn't care. I just, in my mind, niggas would hate me if they really realized in my mind what I thought. I thought this internet shit was some little shit, and I would do this until I get to the bigger shit. And then I had to realize time is at a now. People watch YouTube like TV. But I'll take that back, because even back then, I was telling, when I remember being at ADD, telling niggas we need to move past these 2-minute, 3-minute sketches. If you look at the history of ADD, me and Doughboy had the first show past 10 minutes on there. Wow. Where I'm like, people are watching this like it's TV. So I knew that people was watching it, but it just didn't, I think it didn't pay enough to, I wanted to retire my mama, all kind of shit. And that didn't happen off the YouTube the way I thought it did. Or at least not for me, because if I would have got all those numbers myself, life would be different, you know. But it's a company, lesson learned, all that shit. So yeah, I think if you're smart about it, it depends on how you work it. But it'll benefit you in the end if you just keep going.
So that being said, do you feel like it's still necessary for your career to get on TV, or do you want to continue doing online and stand up? Like, what if you had your pick, what would be the career path, or what do you think is really necessary nowadays for a comedian to be successful?
Drive, willpower, and the mental ability to be able to change up if it doesn't go the way you want it. Like, can you, because people like to use the word conform, or, you know, oh, I had to sell my soul or do all of this shit. When I look at certain successful niggas, certain niggas did sell their soul. Certain niggas really did do some evil things and met up with some demons to do other things. But I think certain people just made hella strong sacrifices that led to where they at now. And right. Certain people, especially sensitive niggas, if you do one thing they don't like, they automatically use something else to them. My purpose ain't built off what your perception of me is.
Straight up. So
I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'm not sorry you feel that way, because I'm going this way. Basically, is how I move.
So what do you feel about TV and films at this moment? And how do you feel about the internet?
I feel good about the internet. I think me personally, in this space that we in right now, I wouldn't mind skipping the industry if I had enough capital to make the TV if I can make a quality enough TV show and just drop it on YouTube and not care about how I got my money back, I would do that.
Right. Yeah, that was a
Because
conversation.
I know the quality is going to get my money back on the back end. You know,
Straight
people
up.
going to always come back and rewatch this piece of content, you know?
Straight up. I think that's the key, man. I feel like whenever the money catches up to the content, see, the reason why people still, I feel like, chase TV and film is because there's guaranteed checks. There's a certain level of money that you're gonna get. If you book a series regular on a network TV show, at the very least, you're gonna get 25,000 an episode. I mean, that's the very least you go get. Yeah. So once online, like, imagine if All Deaf, if y'all could do a sitcom for All Deaf, put it on YouTube, and they was able to pay the talent 25,000 an episode.
Shit'll be very different right now.
It'll be very different. It'll be very different. People would be like,
well, but then that'd be the danger zone, because then everybody will be damn near able to start their own little shit. You know, you get enough capital, you can finance a film, you can finance things. I feel like certain jobs give niggas money to make you forget about your dreams.
1,000%. You know,
like, that's all that check is. It's just a little reminder that you can't afford to do what you want to do, for real. Or at least that's the trick. That's the mental trick. But once you start moving in the creative space, you realize you can do a lot of shit without money. And it's really just determination, heart. You know how many projects we done knocked out with no bread?
Straight up. I mean, our video that did millions of views, no bread. You know, I used to call my shit $0 budget productions. Like, I don't got no money. All we got is talent, this camera, and an idea.
Right. That's it. And that's basically all you need. But, you know, shout out to the kids right now, TikToking, doing their thing.
I just got my ass on there. You ain't on there yet?
I got a TikTok. I'm more famous on TikTok than I am present.
Hey, listen. Stay
like
on
my
TikTok.
Voice is on there. Everybody do the voiceover and shit.
Oh, okay. Bruh, I'm going to tell you, my homeboy Lee was actually telling me to get on TikTok because he had already started growing a fan base. I was saying the same shit, man. That shit's stupid. It's for kids. Fuck all. I don't got time for that shit. But then I was watching a video on marketing. Dude named Gary V, right? But he was talking about how TikTok is the quickest way you're gonna grow your brand because of the natural algorithm. It don't have to be people following you on there. Your shit will just pop up on people's phones. So that's the problems with like the Facebook and the Twitter and Instagram. You got to be following somebody to see their content typically. On TikTok, even if they're not following you, you can have 0 followers, post a video on TikTok, and it might pop up on your screen. And you can be like, oh, this dude funny. Let me follow him. So I went from 500 followers to 40,000 followers in 4 months. There's no way on Instagram that I've really seen, unless you have a super viral video, that you go from 500 to 40,000 in 4 months.
Because people be bougie with them Instagram follows. They be holding out. They don't know what to do. TikTok, there's so many kids on there. They don't care. They ain't got no. If they like it, nigga. If they don't. Nigga.
But see, that's the biggest myth about TikTok too. It used to be a bunch of kids on there, bro. When I tell you, it's grown folks on there all day, bro. So yeah, I do got 13, 14-year-olds, 16-year-olds.
Because we know how to kill the party. Once my mama got on Black Planet, nigga, that shit got weak. Everybody started signing off.
Oh no! Oh, you know, people want they seasoned vagina. You know, people want the cougar, the cougar.
Black Planet is for niggas in college.
That's actually when I found out about Black Planet, was when I was in college. That's so funny you say that, because my homeboy showed me a girl topless.
On Black Planet?
She was on AIM. I don't know if you remember AOL AIM.
Hell yeah.
But I don't know, it was like a early video chat or some shit. But all I remember was titties on the screen. I said, where'd you meet her at? He said, Black Planet. I said, what the fuck is Black Planet? And yeah, so shout out to that. Where you going, Teddy?
I had to go get my lighter, bro. That shit was eating my spirit up. I sat down and I didn't have no lighter.
Roast me, man. When I tell you, bro, I remember when y'all first started posting Roast Me, because you was the original host for Roast Me.
Yes, sir.
I thought that was the funniest online content out, period. There wasn't nothing funnier than Roast Me, and probably still ain't. How did you get involved?
That was probably been the second time I almost laughed till I passed out.
Yeah, bro. How did you get involved? How did you get involved with All Deaf, and then how did that lead to Roast Me?
I got involved with All Deaf. Shout out to Doughboy. I got to give my brother credit.
Shout out to Doughboy.
He had an idea. We was talking shit to each other on Twitter back in the day. Shut your fat ass up. Shut your fat ass up. And I didn't know how comical that was to outside people to watch two fat people argue about who's fatter. But it quickly caught a little slight buzz on Twitter, and then we had an idea to have a weight loss challenge on Twitter. And then Jeru Tillman came through, told us to hold off on that idea because Russell just started this company. And I was just like, I mean...
Russell Simmons, everybody.
Yeah, Russell Simmons, shout out. And I was like, I don't wait on niggas. I know I got a lot of weight on niggas, but I don't wait on niggas, so I don't know. If it happens, happens. That was my spirit. If it happens, cool. If it don't, whatever. Things kind of quickly went into the direction of happening. We had a performance that we had to do for, Russell was supposed to be there, but he sent his people. He sent the black man and the Asian man, and I think that was...
I remember the Asian man.
Russell's animal spirit at the time. Like, y'all think and feel like me, so go watch that and tell me if these niggas is worth it. And I guess we was worth it. We got the meeting, and the rest is history.
Wow.
We shot our whole first season, Teddy Ray and Doughboy blowing up. 60% of that shit we shot at that Russell Simmons house.
That's crazy. I've been to that
and
house.
I'm tripping off like, damn. Like, not only did you know Russell, we all up in this nigga house, chilling with his uncle, eating good food.
Russell sitting by the pool, Indian style.
Man.
Fuck, you so damn flexible. He's 92 years old. Oh, that's the yoga. Shout out to Russell Simmons. He's
Shout
on
out to Russ. But him just bringing us into them doors kind of led to everything that happened at ADD. And then Roast Me happened sometime after that. You know.
So, word on the street is you quit during the show on Roast Me.
That ain't word on the street. That's word on the footage. If you go, well, I don't know what week that was. I had a problem. They told me they was going to pay me one thing, and then they ended up trying to double the work and pay me half. And that's when I shut down.
Gotcha. See, that's what wasn't said.
That they never say that part. They don't never, and I always dance around it. You know, it's just all love and whatever. I don't know. You my nigga, so I'm just talking. I live in blood. Now the truth slipped out.
Straight up. No, hey, bro, I feel you because, like I said, when we was talking about that 5% increase, it's like, no, you gonna have to pay me, bro. You gonna have to pay me because you doubling up my work. You're increasing my workload, but you're not increasing my pay flow. You know, my cash flow. So I'm like, no, we gonna have to have some conversations.
And they paying. You know, they're not paying. They getting over on niggas because it's the internet and they don't gotta pay what Hollywood pay. That's what they saying. But nigga, come on now.
Yeah, because those companies get bread. And see, what I didn't say was when they first started All Deaf, they approached me too. I had a meeting with Russell and his team and all of that. My issue why I never got on board with that early on was I had already had videos go viral. You know, you was in one. So I was already kind of doing decent on my own. They weren't going to allow me to have ownership of my content. Now, this was even before like I knew about ownership to the extensive level that I do now. But even back then, I was like, no, man, I'm going to tell you how I knew not to do that. I remember hearing about Damon Wayans wanted to do a Homie the Clown movie, and he could never do it because technically Fox owned the rights.
Owns the character.
To the character. So that always stuck with me. I'm like, well, nah, this dude created this shit, and because these people bought the show, they own the rights to that character. So something he created, he can't fucking do. So that was kind of in the back of my mind when I was talking to All Def, because I'm like, who knows what character I may come up with? You know, who knows what I may come up with one day? And yeah, y'all shot it, y'all helped me shoot it, but motherfucker, I could shoot my own shit. You know,
okay, see, and there lies the problem, because once you figure that out, then what's their job for? What do they do?
Press the upload button.
Right.
You know, it's the same way these artists still, these record companies still be getting over on these artists, because they talk about distribution fees and all that. That's when they actually had to press up CDs and packaging, and they had to do all this shit. Now, motherfucker,
and make sure it's in Walmart by 6 a.m. on Tuesday.
Exactly.
That cost money back in the day. Now we just upload. It's on Tidal, Apple, everything.
Exactly, bro. Fucking go on TuneCore and start your career. You know, get on TikTok and have a fine chick dance to your song. You know, you get enough fine chicks.
You up,
bro. And I'm glad I just thought of that, because I'm not bullshitting. There's a few chicks that probably follow me on TikTok. I'm gonna probably slide in their DMs, toss them some bread, and be like, yo, dance to this part of my song clip and see how the shit go. You know, I mean, fuck, that's promo.
Never know. What's the worst that can happen? We do 10 million streams.
Exactly.
Everybody, Soulja Boy Kane is back right now. Talk about clap. Soulja.
Shout out to Soulja Boy, bro. That dude, he will come up with a hit, bro. Everybody thought he was gonna be a one-hit wonder. Well, a lot of people did. I ain't gonna say everybody. And he continued to come back with a hit, bro. Go to jail, come out, get a hit.
And some more shit. And now he's just a real legend, bro. Like, it's people really just throw that word around loosely. Like, that nigga low key, he a legend for just getting all that money at 16 and just being the youngest nigga to just swag the internet out.
Two people that swag the internet out, music and comedically, and we've mentioned both of them. Comedically, Lil Duval, and then music, Soulja Boy. You know, those are the two people that had they posts on the culture, had they posts on technology, and ran with it.
Right. And knew when to press that upload button. Because some people, everybody be pressing the upload button, but everybody don't know when to.
Speak on.
That timing is everything.
Timing is everything, bro.
The same way you knew that week that you was like, oh, I saw the cipher, I saw it's coming up, I got a week to. That timing is everything. Nigga, like.
People wonder why Saturday Night Live is still on the air, even though it's not always that funny. It's current as fuck. It's current. Every week they got shit that just happened. So whether it's funny or not, people go click on the content, especially now. Even if they didn't see, they go either tune in because it's live, or they go click on it because it has something to do with something that just happened.
Right.
So even my first video that went viral, the Chris Brown Rihanna shit happened. Literally that day, I filmed the sketch. I heard it on the radio that morning. I was coming back from getting breakfast, Burger King or some shit. Heard it on the radio, Chris Brown. So I said, what the fuck? Chris Brown? You know, this is when Chris Brown is like the next Michael Jackson.
I remember his gum commercial was on the TV every day, and then it wasn't no more.
Exactly. So his gum, he had to deal with double mint. That's how big he became. Everybody was like, damn, he got to deal with double mint gum. He socked the shit out of Rihanna. Luckily, they're cool. She recouped. Everything's fine between them.
They cool because I'll tell you why they cool. Because she was beating his ass too.
Anybody
and she don't even want to talk about, because you low key gotta beat a nigga ass about 6, 7 times for that nigga to really just buck up on you and be like, all right now.
Yeah, if a dude bites you, you got him in some type of lock. I don't give a damn what if a man bites a woman, you got him in some type of chokehold. That ain't in our nature to bite. You know, it's in our nature to sock somebody, but it ain't in our nature to bite. So when they said she had bite marks, now, again, I'm not, I gotta say this, I'm not making excuses for domestic violence. I'm not defending domestic violence. However,
no.
you know, but I have been told from an insider that is what happened. That's what I've been told. Somebody that's very close to the situation told me it indeed, she was beating on him, and then he snapped and retaliated. Which a man should still never put his hands on a woman. So
just I've seen this situation, but like in my life, like it's I don't know. That's why I don't deal with women that like to get violent. If you got signs of getting violent, don't do that.
Straight up,
I'm not gonna touch you. Don't swing on me.
Don't swing on me. I teach my daughter that. I'm like, a man shouldn't put his hands on you, but you don't need to put your hands on a man either. You know, I got enough sense to know not to knock your ass out. He may not have enough sense to know not to knock your ass out. You know,
right.
so don't you go around putting your hands on nobody either. But I said all of that to say, timing. That situation happened. I fucking knew a girl that kind of looked like Rihanna. We shot it, edited it in 24 hours, bro. I shot it. My homeboy knew how to do special effects. He shot it with me. He did editing. We didn't get done, me and him, because she got to go home. You know, she just did the acting part. I stayed at his crib, edited till 6 a.m. I showed it to my homeboy Reggie Jr. I sent it to Reggie.
Shout out to Reg.
Right. I sent it to Reggie. I said, hey, man, you think this funny? Because I had just put out another video that was funny. It didn't kill in numbers, but it was funny. And he was like, I mean, it's good. It's not as funny as your last sketch. But he was like, just put the shit out and see what happened. I said, all right. I put that shit out, bro. 5-6 hours later, my agent, my manager at the time called me. Oh my God, they're sending your video all around the building. Everyone's loving it. They think it's hilarious. That shit up to like 4 million views. But you gotta remember, back then, 1 million views was viral back then. Like now, you get 1 million views. People are like, oh, that's cool. Back in those early, that's 2009.
1 million views to get you a meeting at CBS, nigga.
Straight up, straight up. It got me employed.
They be like, we have shows that don't reach 1 million views. What are you doing?
Those are facts. I talk about this too, man. I was talking to King Batch a long time ago, maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, and he was saying how he was still trying to get on a TV show. And I told him, I said, well, all your videos get over millions, you get millions of views on every video. I said, do you feel like you still need TV? And he was like, well, yeah, it's kind of like not being verified on social media. Like, I feel like TV kind of verifies you. And I was like, all right, I'm pretty sure if I was to ask him that question now, his perspective probably has changed, because he gets so many views. People probably just offer him. I don't even know if he's still auditioning. I want to get him on the show one of these days, but because I want to ask him, like, even, are you still auditioning, or are you just getting straight offers? Because his social media numbers are stupid.
Yeah, but I will say, I feel like he might be just getting offers, but I feel like he is taking the craft way more seriously.
Mm-hmm.
If it makes sense, because I've seen some of his earlier movies, and then I've seen some of his later movies, and bro is just, he getting better.
Oh, absolutely.
He getting better. Like, you know, I'm the type of nigga, I don't really gauge people on where they start. I gauge people on their trajectory. You know what I'm saying? The potential I see and where I think they headed. You feel me? And then when they reach there, damn, you got there. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right. And yeah, and I wasn't
that Coffee and Kareem movie, I was laughing at King Batch parts.
Oh yeah. You know a movie he killed it in too? I want to say it was a Marlon Wayans movie. It was like 50 Shades of Black, I want to say. I think he was in 50 Shades of Black with Marlon Wayans. He killed it in that. And he doing music too also, Batch. You know, he killing it with the music. You know.
Oh, I didn't know that nigga was doing music. Shout out to Batch on that.
Yeah, man, he getting it in. He been getting
that nigga on my Domino's app every day promoting Postmates.
Getting bread, bro. he getting bread, man. What comedians? I saw your Young OGs show that y'all was doing. What was that? Is that a tour y'all doing? Was that a one-nighter situation? What's the word on that? Because I think that's a dope name.
It's a brand that we pushing. We want to tour more. We have hit road shows, but like I say, when we were doing the most of our dates, Corona hit right when we were starting to do more and more dates. Corona slapped us. So we regrouping right now and re-strategizing. We got, I think, our first 2 or 3 shows lined back up. But yeah, we trying to push this Young OG brand. Really, it's the I don't want to say, because you a young OG yourself, you know what I'm saying? It's people with like 10, like we young comics, but we passed the young comic kind
absolutely.
of phase.
We
You know
like
what I'm saying?
we young vets for sure.
We is the Young OG show. I wanted to make it a mark where every face you see on this show will be a household name in 5 years. I believe that.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, we was 2 years short of booking you. You was in everybody's house now. Everybody, I be seeing your little ass on billboards, all kind of shit, nigga. Smiling.
Yeah, that's called money in my bank account. That's where that smile come from. So,
Hey.
financial security.
Nigga
smile bright.
Yesterday that put a smile on my face. It ain't.
Wait, say that again.
I said I got a call yesterday that put a smile on my face. It might not be the same security that you got, but it's. Hey, I felt nice and secure.
Hey man, shout out to that. And what comedians? So say that who's the comedians that's all on the Young OGs, and then I also want you to name other comedians who you feel are next up, or that's really funny right now that you like.
Well, the Young OGs is Louis Bell, myself, and we just added CP, comedian CP out of Detroit.
Love CP, man.
Because I just think, damn, I think CP is a I don't want to call him the Bernie Mac of our era, but I just feel he gives me that where I don't have no more laughs in me kind of laughter.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a real, you know, I salute. That was the first, not to say none of these other comics never threatened me or nothing, but like you said, when you watched Gerard, he was like, damn, I got to get on my shit.
Right.
First time I seen CP, I was like, oh, so I got to tell jokes. I can't just go out there and fill the crowd out and do me, nigga. It's just, okay. Because that his mind is super expansive, and he remind me of like a Hooder JB Smooth.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
So where it'll be one thing, and then he'll think about it in 1,000 different directions, and then it'd be like, all right, that's all I thought about that. And then, it'd be like, bro, you just made me laugh so hard with shit that I would have never thought about. I just did a show with Precious Hall in the Bay. I rock with her.
She's a beast, man.
Man, she be murdering crowds. I be seeing niggas be like, I'll follow anybody here but Precious.
Whew.
And once you get on that level,
that's high praise right there. I mean, that's when you become a threat to the insecure, but that's high praise for her, for sure.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm CP. The last time I saw CP before, it's bad. I've seen some women. Precious is one of those comedians where, because comedians, we have a bad thing of saying she's funny for a comedian. She's funny for a female comedian. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or she's a female comedian. She's one of them people like, no, you shouldn't do that with a woman anyways. But she's one of those people like, no, she's a comedian. She can stand toe to toe and do better than men comedians. Like,
right.
I've seen it. I've seen nights when she goes up and obliterates a room, you know, Precious Hall. And then when it comes to CP, the last time I saw CP was at the Improv, probably on like a Mo Better Mondays type night with D-Ray. And whatever zone he was in, whatever material he was doing that night, it was hitting on all cylinders, bro. And when he got off the stage, I said, yo, stay in that zone. Because I've seen him other nights, and he was, cool. We do cool. You know what I'm saying? He was still funny. But it was like, it was funny that night. But that night, I'm like, bro, whatever that is, that mind space you in right there, you continue that way, you out of here, bro. Because it was next level funny, because I judge it the same way. If I'm doubled over laughing, because we comedians, so we hear jokes all day. But if I'm like, oh shit, I was thoroughly impressed by him, man. So shout out to CP, shout out to Precious. Yeah, man. And the last thing I was gonna say when it came to Bernie Mac was, I'm about to host some shows here in Atlanta now. When I get time at the comedy club. And I told myself the reason why I want to start hosting, because I know Bernie Mac had a room. I know Robin Harris had a room. I'm trying to tap into that level of funny. I'm trying to tap into, I'm not just trying to be, oh, Justin funny. It's like, no, Justin's a fucking monster. So, and I'm doing it fucking in Atlanta, so if you could be
some of the hardest rooms in America.
Exactly.
Nigga, Atlanta's a city so hard that half the crowd is a comedian they damn self.
Straight up.
So
you got to come with it,
man.
And I've had all good shows anytime I've done guest spots here. But I know next weekend I'm hosting at the Atlanta Comedy Theater.
I remember doing a weekend run in Atlanta. I bombed my first show. I figured it out by the second show, but I just realized this is a certain energy you got to come with in Atlanta.
You do, bro. You
got to be on their ass.
You got to be on their ass, bro. You can't come with the half stepping, because them motherfuckers looking at you like, be funny immediately. When we go throw a goddamn throw this chair at your ass. Man, I appreciate you, Teddy, man. I'm glad we was able to do this. I'm glad you was able to pull up, bro. We ain't chopped it up in a long time.
In a long time, man. It's good to see you, player.
Man, good seeing you too, man. Like I said, I started this to celebrate people I feel like living legends and making legendary moves, man. So what's up? This is the final thing. Where do you want to see your career 5-10 years from now? And let people know if there's anything or any place where they could check you out.
That word you said earlier hits me. Ownership. That's what we doing with this young OG. We in a move to own all our content. We sold we had live stream shows that we was partnering up with Combo ENT that they was shooting all of our stuff. But yeah, we just moving towards ownership. I don't care how it sound. We just gonna shoot it ourselves till we ain't got nothing left, man. But I believe in us. I believe in stand-up comedy, because that's an art form that I feel like saved my life, and I don't think too many. I think people want it and need it, but I don't see people appreciating it the way it should be appreciated. It's just kind of like, oh yeah, whatever.
Facts.
It's there if it's there, but nah. It's what I used to listen to in my Walkman in high school. I was listening to Eddie Murphy's greatest hits when everybody was listening to Rich Boy and all that other shit. Nigga.
I had that too.
Mims, nigga. I'm listening to Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Martin Lawrence, nigga, on CD.
Lawrence. Woo, me too. Martin Lawrence, his man. That's the second and I was driving, which fucked me up because I almost crashed my car. Listening to Martin Lawrence's, damn, what's the name of that album? Try to look up his audio album, Lee somewhere with his hands in his pants. But he did two. It was Talking Shit. I believe that's the one.
Talking Shit? That's, bro, niggas be sleep on that.
Man.
That's some of the most prime Martin.
It really is, bro. Uh-oh, he disappeared. Teddy said I had enough of this shit.
Nah, niggas be calling me.
But yeah, Martin Lawrence Talking Shit. He was dealing with a heckler in the crowd. And when I tell you he said something so funny, that was the second time I almost passed out because I almost crashed my car. Shout out to y'all, go look that shit up. Martin Lawrence talking shit. It's an audio stand-up special. Incredible. Yeah, man, and let the people know where they can find you at.
Y'all can find me Teddy Ray Comedy on IG. Just look up Teddy Ray on YouTube. All the work will pull up. Yeah, just tap in with me, man. Just stay close. I got shit in the works. More Young OG shows coming out. I got something that I booked. I'm pretty sure I don't know when it'll drop or if I can talk about it right now. But it's big enough to when y'all see it,
Straight up.
It's enough money for me to start acting different a little bit. That's why I need a good lawyer, because I feel like I can swing an extra, you know, couple chickens out their ass.
Well, you do need a lawyer regardless, because, you know, the real importance of a lawyer, as I was told, is not to help you sign the deal, it's to help to get you out of the deal if you ever need to get out of a deal. So that's the importance of a good lawyer. You know, when shit ain't going right, you want to be able to know how to finagle out of that situation.
I can get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yep.
And hopefully get out of here with a check.
Straight up.
A sadness check, because that's what white people get when they get let out of their job.
A sadness check.
Go, what's the old girl off The View, Osborne? They ain't let her go, just let her go, nigga. They had to send her some M's, nigga. Well, care package.
Yeah, must be nice. A severance package. That's what they get. Fucking severance package. We get a nigga go home. Nigga, can you go home? Like, all right, you know. Hey man, I appreciate you, love you. Just know this, even though I don't follow you, I fuck with you, and I fuck with you tough. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I don't follow my mama, and that's my whole mama. You know, I came out of her vagina, and I did not hit follow on her account.
I don't follow my mama either. So.
She be kissing random niggas on the cheek at cigar bars sometimes on my timeline. I don't want to see that.
Hey, no. Hey, bro, keep killing the game, bro. I'm excited for where you at and where you going. I know it's only bigger and brighter things for you, man. So I salute you, King. And yeah, man, we gonna link up when I'm in LA again.
For sure. I'll hit you if I'm in the A, because I'm probably gonna be out that way in the next 2-3 months.
Oh no, yeah, holla at me.
All right, for sure, man.
All right, bro. Peace.
Much love, man. Stay on your shit, player. I'm proud of you.
Hey, appreciate that, bro. Will do.
Man.
Peace.
No, I ain't no Jay-Z, but you still get a J. Shooting at niggas like that nigga Clay. Invested in myself and doubled up my pay.